Kenya leads in the number of COVID-19 infections in East Africa after 14 more people tested positive in the last 24 hours. This brings the total to 172. And as NTV's Leila Mohammed now reports, the ministry is asking Kenyans to prepare for even darker days ahead.
In the same 24 hours, we have tested 696 samples, out of which 14 people have tested positive for the disease.
With the number of coronavirus cases in the country now racing towards the 200 mark, the government provided a grim prediction of what's still to come.
Kenyan authorities are reporting that a huge percentage of the positive COVID-19 cases in the country are mild. But going by the trends globally, the Kenyan Health CS is now saying that Kenyans should brace themselves for tough times ahead.
The mortality rate for us has been quite low. But this is no reason for us at all. As we said earlier, we are praying and hoping for the best. But clearly, we must also prepare for the worst.
This, even as the Ministry of Health announced new distancing measures, speaking to the severity of the virus that has continued to ravage nations.
All golf clubs must be closed with immediate effect, and the clubhouses will remain closed. In this particular case, it is actually the reverse. It is the members who will eventually pass the virus to the caddies.
12 Kenyans and 2 foreigners make up the latest group of COVID-19 positive confirmations from the 696 samples tested in the last 24 hours. And yet again, there are more men than women in isolation facilities and in need of treatment.
4 cases have a recent history of travel from Tanzania, South Africa, UAE, and the United States. 4 of them are from quarantine facilities, while 10 were picked by our surveillance teams.
Mandera and Kisii, with 2 and 1 case respectively, are the latest counties to record an infection.
And the 2 reported cases from Mandera is a recent travel from Mombasa County.
And with the numbers in Nairobi and Mombasa on an upward trajectory, the government justified the need for the 2 counties to close themselves in to control the spread. Those who are in quarantine facilities and who tested negative have been cleared to go home, but those that are yet to be given a clean bill of health will have to complete the additional mandatory quarantine of 14 days. But even this dark cloud has a silver lining. 3 people who had previously tested positive for COVID-19 have now tested negative and have been released. Leila Mohammed, NTV.